Hello everyone. My name is Brandon Zerbeck, and I'm going to be changing my name to Brandon Stanley San Angelo. It is Monday, April 13th, and this is Octuple X. It sounds pretty rad. I like the name. It's kind of a little counterintuitive, I believe, but I think it's cool. I'm tired, but I'm at work, and this morning while I was at work, I made a new email, and I'm signing up for all of the popular social media apps. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to have one email with all of the social media apps. So I'm in the middle of making my own indie website. And I wanted to have all the social media platforms and try to manage it a little bit. I'm not a big fan of actual social media. I get really distracted on social media, but I figured if it was for my own personal website, I thought it would be fun to try to grow it authentically and try to do what I can on social media to get people to come visit my website. I have a domain for the website, and I'm still writing the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the website. It's going to take a while, not necessarily the actual creating of the website, but the paying for the hosting is going to take a while. But I do have a domain, and so it's going to be boastfulghosts.com eventually. But for now, it is mostly just going to be me and my new social media apps. I'm making one for Reddit right now, but I already have a Facebook, a YouTube, an Instagram, and a Threads account. And I want to kind of have these websites to increase engagement, because when I make my website, I want to have I don't know exactly how, but I want to engage community, because I've been really into Liveline lately. I've been listening to Liveline, not every night, but I just really like the idea of somehow gathering a community. I also want a place where I can have people reach me to. I want to publish my zines to my website for free, and you can download them and print them for free. Or if you want, you can reach out to me and I can send you a zine for free. And I think I'd only want to pay or to do it for free. I would want to ship it out for free just so I can make it. So if they don't want to pay any money, they can just download it, or you could just download it, and you can print it out yourself and fold it yourself, and then you'd have the zine. Or you can pay shipping and handling, and then I'll send it to you for free. But I also wanted to send an artist trading card with every single purchase and kind of make it like a cool, you pay shipping, but you get all this stuff for free. And I just create everything and just send it to you. And I think that would be fun. So I have a growing disdain for actual social media, with YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, just like these big social media platforms. Oh, I also need to make a TikTok. But if I can use them to, and probably a Discord. If I can use them to get traffic to my main website, which is going to be a much more personal website, and then kind of maybe make a small community for people who like zines and magazines and artist trading cards and blogs about my hobbies and stuff. I think it'd be a fun. It'd be fun for me, because then people would be looking at the silly little things I draw, and then if they wanted to, they could get it for free. And I want to try to garner a community to get more invested in the actual community. And the world we're living in right now is really, really scary, and it's keeping me and my family up at night just because of all of the stress that we have. We're kind of directly, maybe I shouldn't, but we're just worried about the state of the world, and I wanted a place where it doesn't really have, not necessarily not to talk about politics, but a place where it was a fresh breath of air. The social media accounts will be a way to engage people and kind of like post billboards on telephone poles to get people to come to my website and kind of foster a community. I've been having a lot of fun with the website. I still have a lot of learning to do because all of my coding is it's unstructured, and I don't have any structure because I don't have the knowledge of structure, but I'm starting to learn more about how to structure everything and all of the web tools I need in order to make it. It doesn't need to be perfect or anything. It just needs to be a functioning, pretty website. And it's the purpose is like to have my own corner, my own little home in the internet. And if I wanted to leave my home, I could go to Instagram or YouTube and post something there and try to grow a community. I know I keep saying that, but I have so many ideas for my website that I'm really excited about because I have so many books I like to read that I want to write about, and I have so many different artists that I enjoy that I want to write posts about, specific songs by artists, media that I really enjoy. I want to really dig deep into, things that I find personally engaging, but to have my own personal voice in it, to be very clear that I don't, to have a different voice in it, I suppose. Not necessarily anything that is like, clean cut or like pretty, but authentic. And so I'm really excited to get working on this stuff. And honestly, I'm kind of just doing this because I don't really have any other tools at the moment to like do anything else. I'm keeping myself engaged at work because the actual work that I'm doing is I just need to be here physically just to turn a button on and off, basically. And so in the meantime, when I'm not pressing that button on and off, it's keeping me awake. And it also gives me more freedom to take leverage and embrace my own physical and mental health that I'm neglecting. I've lost a lot of weight, and my A1C is incredibly high, and I talked to the doctors about it, and I was very honest about my eating, and I was very honest about what is actually going on with my body, and the tools that I do or don't have access to in order to properly manage, but also kind of like this big weight that I carry where it is hard for me to, start actually taking accountability for, making sure that I don't binge eat, stuff like that. And the doctor was really surprised because my A1C was so high, but from what I told her, she was pretty positive that it didn't have anything to do with the work that I was doing, because from what she heard, I was doing the work when it came to my diabetes, but the ratio, the carb to insulin unit ratio is probably dramatically different. And that's not a surprise to me because ever since I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, my diabetes has been very funny. Either I'm incredibly insulin resistant or I'm incredibly insulin sensitive, and my body just doesn't seem to like to be level. So with lifestyle changes and appropriate carb to unit insulin unit ratios, I'll be able to take much better care of, or at least manage my diabetes better than I normally would be able to. And right now, for me personally, in my own development, getting on track of a healthier lifestyle is the most important. Ever since I was younger, ever since my early teens, I've always been really driven to become healthier. And a big thing helping or hurting me was I didn't have a clear concept of what the actual core root of my problem stemmed from. And now I'm actually starting to become, honestly, better at identifying mental health and physical health. And I'm going to be able to use that to actually grow. But I need to take baby steps because I like to try to do everything all at once, but I need to start doing baby steps. But honestly, just getting better sleep hygiene and getting on top of my diabetes and really, really, really scrutinizing that, really paying attention to my blood sugars, because, 12 grams of carbs could be hardly anything, or it could be a really, really heavy hit to my blood sugar. And we never really know, so I just got to really start managing. I have a lot of things that I could do to improve my lifestyle. I just get so distracted. And so I need to make a system that, really benefits me, or keeps me on track of my own physical and mental health, so I can be the best that I can be for my family. Because if I can take care of myself, then I will be much more ready to take care of my family. And we have a baby on the way. She's coming out in a month, maybe earlier. She's a big baby. I'm really excited to meet her. I can't wait to meet my baby. So, that is going to be it for today. I am going to continue to work on my social media presence and start rewrite my whole HTML that I have, because it's really unorganized and really bad, but I'm excited to try it and grow. So yeah, I hope everyone has a really good rest of their day. And I wanted to mention, I really appreciate the comments that we got. We got 2 unique commenters. We got Scuba Steve and Kalia, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which I'm probably not. It is so nice to have those comments. Natalie and I are really excited to see authentic engagement from people. And so we have 2 people that have given me genuine, authentic engagement with these videos, and that's so cool, because I've gotten engagement from other projects, and especially on my Blogger channel, where I actually have, a little bit more of a stronger fan base. I've gotten engagement from them, but they didn't really seem very personal. But these videos really do produce like physical or authentic engagement, and that's really nice, and that's what I hope that my new website can be. Anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you guys later.